Hello.
Hello.
Hi, yeah,
Yeah. So we have to discuss on chemistry and biology.
biology.
Yeah.
Yes.
Please go ahead.
Okay, so I'll start with biology. Biology, I think everybody will find it easy, but the main thing that we need to do is read the textbook thoroughly because you can expect questions in different ways from the textbook itself. If we finish the NCRT, then I don't think there's any trouble in studying for biology. And I would also recommend to like go through all the exercise questions, like all the tiny exercise questions that are there in the book, and solve all the previous year questions based on biology paper. And then apart from that, diagrams are very important. It's best if we look through the diagrams. And yeah, I think if we do all, if NCRT is the main thing, so if we are very thorough with NCRT, then apart from that, you can use other study materials after finishing the NCRT. And then for chemistry, again, it's best to refer NCRT and all the equations. That is very important. Best if you make a list of all the equations from each chapter. Note down all the equations, all the reactions, and the numerical problems, all the example questions that are there in the textbook. Those are also very important. Note down all the numerical problems with that and all the tiny bit of reactions that occur in that. Mm, Apart from that, I think NCERT will suffice if you need to score out in chemistry and biology. And other than that, if to solve the numerical problems, basically we can use another book for reference. But all the reactions and everything, they will come from the textbook itself. So, and then apart from that, I don't think anything else is required. For board exam point of view, if we are thorough with the NCRT, then it's easy to score above 97, 98. And yeah, I think that's it. Any other thing that might
Uh,
be
what about base materials for chemistry and biology?
okay? Base materials, they usually give this MCQ based pattern for biology and chemistry, but the area where you lose most of the marks is MCQs. So you can refer to their materials. They would have cleanly analyzed everything in the textbook and they would have prepared it. So if you need to prepare thoroughly for MCQs, along with NCRT, I would recommend to go through all of that. And then they would also give this question banks at the end of every year. Those question banks, they contain all the possible type of questions that could be asked or have been asked. So practice again and again, at least before attending the exam, at least 10 to 15 question papers should be practiced. So you will be like familiar with the types of questions that they can ask and the ways in which they might ask. Okay, and other than that, for chemistry, I would recommend to make a flow chart for every chapter from the textbook, which contains all the reactions, the named reactions, the products that you get from the reactions, because sometimes they will ask questions based on the product and not the reaction. So, in that case, we should be aware of how we are getting that product with the help of the reaction, right? So, it's best advice if you go through all the named reactions, prioritize all of those, and then move ahead to other reactions. Sometimes they can combine or club two or three chapters and ask a question based on that. Like they can use two or three concepts from chapters and they can club it and they can make it into a single concept. So, hmm. Other than that, it's easy if you just go through the base materials. They would provide it at the end of the year. And if we follow that, then it's easy to get above 95 for 100. Yeah.
You're mentioning about some question bank.
Yeah, the question bank that the base people give. They give a question bank which is for board as well as CET. So in the board question bank, they will contain about 10 question papers that was designed by the base people. So if you solve that, no, then it will contain all the types of questions, all the previous year questions, all the tough level questions that base creates, so that which would include most of the concepts that we have studied. So if we do that question bank, then the board paper will be easy because it's comparatively easier compared to the question bank that they give. And for chemistry also they would do the same thing. They also give a question bank for chemistry which contains again of 10 question papers. It will contain all the reactions, all the numericals, and derivations, question answers. Derivations are very important in chemistry. There's hardly a few derivations from physical chemistry. Those derivations are important. It's best to go through them. And there'll be, I think this year the question paper pattern has been changed a little bit, but otherwise the concepts will be the same. And the numericals, they'll ask the same standard set of numericals except for a few concept variations. So numericals, if we practice again and again from the base materials and from the NCERT textbook, it's enough. They won't go out of that concept range. And yeah, any other?
So a question bank is basically given by base.
Yes.
Okay.
And apart from that, if we need to revise more thoroughly, if we have already finished the NCERT and base question bank, then you can use NCERT at your fingertips question bank that is available in the market. That also contains a lot of MCQ based questions. So it will be a thorough recap of the NCERT. And hands-on chemistry and hands-on biology is also sufficient if we can refer.
What is that?
Hands-on, that is also a question bank. It's like hands-on chemistry for 12th and hands-on biology, which contains all the concepts of NCERT itself. So that is also similar to NCERT at your fingertips.
So basically, it's available in the market.
Yeah, it is available in the market.
Any bookstores, standard bookstores.
Yes, yes. But I would preferably say NCERT at your fingertips because that contains all the concepts of NCERT. So it is a better question bank to choose.
So first priority is question bank prepared by base.
Yes, yes.
Then after that, NCERT at fingertips.
Yes.
And if possible, hands-on
chemistry and biology. But that if you cover the base and base material and NCERT your fingertips, then it will contain almost similar questions in the other one, hands-on. So it's better if we go ahead with the base material and NCERT at your fingertips.
Okay. So last priority is hands-on chemistry and biology.
Yes, yes.
That book, it contains only questions, or what is that? It's just a compilation of questions, or detailed answers also are there?
It's just questions. You have MCQs and descriptive questions. Just questions.
And what about answers for that?
Answers, they are usually prepared based on NCERT, so you can find all the answers in NCERT if you need to look for it. But for base materials, they would provide you the answers for all the question bank in their data portal. So for base, all the materials that they give, they have the answer key PDF for it also. So you can refer to those answer key PDFs if you're choosing the base question bank. And NCERT at your fingertips also, they provide one word answers for the MCQs. For detailed answers, we can refer this online websites. They provide ready-made answers for books like these. And also, we can refer the website of KCAB. They give these previous year question papers, PDFs of question papers and blueprints for that particular year. So if we follow according to the blueprint, the marking scheme will be standard. They won't go out of the blueprint. So we can, decide from which chapter we can expect a more marked question, and we can prepare accordingly with that.
So, base materials, whatever question bank is there, answers are available on data portal,
Yes.
base data portal.
Yes.
And you mentioned something about KCAB.
Yes. KCB, their website, they have their previous year questions, question papers. So when you log in or go to their website itself, you can see a separate column for question papers and stuff. There they'll have the blueprint and sample model question papers and previous year question papers. So you can refer to that for whichever year that we need to verify or practice.
What is the full form of that KCB?
Karnataka Secondary Board and Authority. That's the main board that 12th, right? State board.
Karnataka Secondary Board Authority.
Yeah, Educational Board of Authority.
Okay.
So, and yeah, for KSET point of view also, the base material is enough. But other than that, if you look at any bookstore, they sell these KSET previous year question banks, previous 10 years question banks, some books like that. So if we are done with all this, then we can practice with those question banks. They contain all the previous year question papers of KSET.
Any particular question bank you recommend?
I haven't referred any, but there is this one book called Previous 10 Years Question Banks of KSET. I'm not familiar with the author, but I'm not aware of any particular book, but on a general basis, you get a lot.
Okay, but have you referred any such material?
No, I used only the base materials, and then I referred online for the previous year question papers.
Online, which one?
Online on Google, you get the previous year question papers of KSET.
Which website or anything?
Any website. You get it in any website.
Okay.
Usually the KSET board uploads their question papers. That in their website, if we search, we can get the question papers. But if you need the answers, certain websites, they provide you with answers, the question papers.
Mm-hmm.
So that.
For CET preparation, any methodology you suggest?
For CET, from biology point of view, I think NCERT is enough because they won't go beyond NCERT for CET. We might change the questions. Like if you know a particular concept, then they will revolve around that concept itself. They won't go beyond that. You can practice, questions from the base materials, which will have like different model of questions that they can ask. And other question banks, not much for case set point of view. From previous year question papers, they'll give you an idea how the questions will be asked. So just be thorough with the NCERT for biology. For chemistry, it's just how much ever questions, the more number of questions that we practice, the more the better. Because the reactions always they can ask in a new way. So it's again be thorough with the concept, but practice more number of questions. More and more questions if we practice, then we get familiarized with the method how they might ask the questions. So refer the base material and also previous year question papers from through online or any book that we find. And other than that, NCERT is a must. They can ask questions from the example corner or the exercise corner. They can modify the reactions and they can ask those type of questions.
So basically, base materials prepare for CET also.
CET also.
Practice has to be done with past examination papers of CET.
Yes. But that is after we finish the base material, after we are thorough with every concept in NCERT, then we can, go ahead with the other papers, the previous year question papers. And it's better if we keep a time limit and then solve the question paper, because in case at the time is the key factor, right? So even if you know the answer, then if you don't have time, then you'll lose that known answer as well. So time management is very important in case it.
So main focus should be on time management.
Time management, yes.
Answering in time.
Yes.
So for that, a lot of practice is required.
Yes, lot of practice, and the way you answer the questions also matters. First, it is recommended to answer all the easy questions, and then medium level questions, and then hard questions, which require more time. There might be questions which are easy, but they require more time when you're calculating it, right? So those questions, it's best if you leave it at the end, and then answer all the questions that you can immediately answer. So you just need to check your paper in 2 to 3 rounds. First, all the easy questions, and then medium, and then hard.
But you have answered the questions in sequence, or whichever you know that you answered first. How you did it?
I answered whatever I know first. I didn't go in the serial order. I answered whichever I know first, and later I went back to the unknown questions. That is like the standard method how they tell you to answer the questions, because it doesn't matter even if you don't know the second question. You can always come back to it. It's not it's not like you have to answer in the same order. You can come back to it and then answer as well.
So basically, you're mentioning about CET.
CET, yes. And in boards also, boards there is a set of rules that we have to answer the MCQs and fill in the blanks in the first page. But other all, part A, part B, or part C, you can answer in whichever priority order you wish to. Maybe you can answer the more marks question first, like 5 markers first, and then 3 markers, and then 2 markers. That's totally on your preference and how you need to, you're comfortable with answering. But the MCQs need to be in the first page. There's no, you can't change that format.
But for board exams, you have answered everything in sequence. You try
Yes.
to answer everything in sequence as much as possible.
For other subjects, every question I've answered in sequence. But for maths, I went from the highest marked question. At first, I attended all the 5 markers, and then I went to 3 and 2.
So maths, high markers, then three, then
Two.
order of. Haha.
Yeah, because in maths, the time will not be sufficient. So it's best if we answer the high marked questions first.
So maths, you didn't go in sequence,
No.
but numbering of the questions is a must
Yeah.
properly, right?
Yes, that you have to keep in mind because numbering is very important. And in MCQs also, we have to number them in the sequential order. And then along with the option, we need to write the answer as well. You can't just write the options and leave it. So it's wrong if you just write like 1A. You need to write 1A and then the answer. They might deduct marks if we just write the options.
Can you come back again?
Like, for example, for the first question, you need to write question number 1 and then A and then the answer to that. Question number 2, suppose the answer is C, then we have to write 2, C and the answer to that.
If you mention just C, then they may not be able
Yeah,
to.
give the marks, yes. So you have to write the wordings as well, not just the options.
So question number, sub question has to be written for every sub question also. Like if you are writing 2A, you have to write
Yes.
2A. Then B means you cannot only write B, you have to write 2B.
No. That is for 3 markers or 2 markers. You can just write 2 A, B, C. But for MCQs is what I'm telling. You have to write the question number, the option for that MCQ, and then the answer.
Okay, mentioning the option also is question number and option, then answer. So all
Then
the three should be
answer.
there.
All the 3 should be there. For this part B and part C, which is like 3 markers, if you have like first question, under that 3 sub questions, suppose like question 1, A, B, C, then if you just write question number 1, A, and then answer to that, B, answer to that, C, answer to that, fine. You don't have to like write 1A, 1B, 1C all the time. But for MCQs, you have to write the question, the option to that, and then the answer. And yeah,
Option to that, you're talking about sub question.
the first one is MCQs. MCQs, you just have to write question number and then answers with the options. And
The word option, are you talking
Hmm.
about sub question or what it is? Option.
No, like for each MCQ question, you'll have 4 options, right? A, B, C, and D.
Hmm.
So out of that, whichever is the right one, suppose B is the right one, then you can write 1, option B, and then the answer. Suppose mitosis is the answer, then you have to write question number 1, B, mitosis.
Okay.
You can't just write question number 1, B. That is wrong. You have to write mitosis as well.
Hmm. So answer has to be written.
Yes.
So if you mention just 1 and B, person might have been have written, the student might have written correctly, but it is incomplete answer.
Yes, it's an
So
incomplete.
mitosis, that has to be mentioned.
Yes.
Hmm.
So, and then apart from that, I think that's it from MCQs. And descriptive part also, you have to mention the question number correctly, even if the order in which you write the answers are not, according to the serial number of the question paper. You have to mention the question number properly. And only after you finish, answering all the required number of questions, then later, if you have time, then you can move to extra questions.
Hello?
Hello?
Hmm.
Yeah, so if we, yeah, if we finish all the questions and then we can move to the extra questions. Until then, it's best if you just write all the required number of questions first. Part A, set four questions, say four questions, write all the four questions. Part B, all the three questions. And once you complete all the required number of questions in the question paper, then at last you can write additional questions and you can write again separately, like part B, question number 3 or something, and part C, question number 4 or something like that. And yeah, that's it, I guess.
Any other points you want to add?
It's best if you use a single colored ink ballpoint pen, like maintain the same ink throughout the exam, because again that might lead to malpractice or something if we change the color. But if we inform the invigilator, then we can change it. So it's recommended to use the same, color of pen. And calculators, this is known, I guess. Scientific is not allowed. A normal calculator is allowed. Then apart from that, best try to maintain the paper neatly, you know. So the invigilator, even if you have written the answer, so that the invigilator does not get confused and the correction goes smoothly. So
Invigilator part, you told something?
yeah, like I said, best present the paper neatly so that the invigilator doesn't have to, look for the answer in the paper. It's best if you underline key points so that they get what they look for and they give the marks, no? So if you have time, make a habit of underlining the keywords so that they remain highlighted.
You have followed that?
Yeah,
So in the main answer sheet, you have underlined the keywords.
keywords.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's all. If you follow this, then I think it's fine. And the main thing is time management. So you can always, when you're practicing at home, right, you can always set a timer and then you can answer a set of question papers, note down your timings, and improve it further. So always practice with time.
Okay. So you have got adjusted to work with timer.
Timer. You can just set a goal, under this time I need to finish this much of questions or this many set of questions. So that improves the speed also, and thinking concept also. Other than that, I think everything I've said.
You used
So
yeah.
yeah,
You used a black color one or blue color one pen?
blue one. Black is also allowed, but I use blue.
You use blue ink, ball pen.
Yes,
Ball pen with blue ink.
yes.
Yeah. Which ball pen you prefer? You wrote? You used?
Anything is fine, but I used this one pen. Wait, this from Unomax. This ball pen,
What is the name of that?
Unomax.
Unomax.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you can use that. And black pen is also allowed in the exam. They're gonna scan your papers, right? So whichever pen that we use, make sure that it has a darker shade of ink.
Mm-hmm.
So when they scan it, you can clearly see whatever is written.
Okay. So any ball pen, darker, it should be dark.
Yeah, any ball pen, blue or black, but it should be dark. And even the pencils that we use, it's best recommended if you use these HB pencils. Any HP pencil.
HP pencil is for what?
For diagrams, for pencils, whenever you need to draw any diagram, then you can use HP pencils to draw them.
Hmm.
So that they just look darker when you scan the papers.
Which brand you have used pencil?
I've used this common Artline brand. They mostly for drawings. So that the HB pencils I've used, they give a darker, tone to the diagrams.
Which one? Common outline, huh? Brand? Which brand?
Artline,
Artline.
yeah,
Hmm. And ball pen, it is Unomax.
yeah.
Is it a gel pen or ordinary ball pen?
There's both are available. Gel pen as well as ball pen is available.
But Unomax, you used which one?
Ball pen.
Not gel pen. You use ball pen.
No, no. You're not allowed to use gel pen in the test. Ball pen you have to allow. You have to use.
Okay. So you have used blue color ink ball pen, Unomax.
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
Hmm. Yeah, I think that's it. Other all, the exam guidelines and rules, they will brief in the hall ticket itself, the dress code that we have to follow and all of that. So it usually depends on the center that you get. Whichever is nearest to your college is usually the center that we will be going to. So there they will do a thorough check. So yeah. And for competitive part, for that also they will mention in the hall ticket all the dress code and everything. So you just need to carry 2 ballpoint pens. That's it. Then they won't allow you to carry any other thing. So yeah, that's it.
Okay. So any other points you want to tell? We can have
Uh,
one more call whenever you are free.
I think yeah, that's it. I think
Hmm.
right now nothing is coming to my mind, but I think I've covered mostly. It's usually the time management, how you do in the exams, and the way that you write your answers that really matters. So other than that, if you just follow all of these, then very easily you can get 585 plus for 600.
Good. It was a wonderful discussion and very wonderful way you have explained. It will be useful for many students. Thank you, Dia.
Thank you for having me to share my experience. It was wonderful.
Yeah. Bye. Bye.
Yeah, thank you. Bye.